Hey guys, welcome to Gordon College. This is Ben. We're here in one of the offices in Frost, and I'm here with the new editor-in-chief of the Tartan newspaper, which is our school newspaper here at Gordon. So we just want to talk a little bit about the newspaper and talk about kind of how that affects campus life. So if you just want to introduce yourself, say your name, where you're from, what your major is, what year you are, those types of things, and how long you've been editor-in-chief too.
Sure. My name is Chris O'Connell. I am from Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I will be a senior and a comm arts major with an English minor. And I've been involved with the paper for 1 year as the Arts and Life editor, and I was just voted in as editor-in-chief this year for the 2012-2013 school year.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, why don't you tell me a little bit more, or tell us a little bit more about kind of the scope of the Tartan, what types of things the Tartan covers, and maybe how that affects campus life as well.
Yeah, sure. The Tartan's been around for over 50 years at the school, and we like to cover student activities, student events. It's about the school. We like to focus on what students are doing because students are doing amazing things every day. And so is the Gordon faculty that a lot of people may not get the chance to hear about if it's in a different department than theirs. So the Tartan is a great way for people to find out what is happening on campus that is both cool, interesting, and beneficial for the Gordon community as a whole.
Yeah, I also know that the Tartan does a really good job of asking kind of the really important questions, whether that's to the administration or to the student body. I feel like you guys also have a really healthy critical perspective on campus as well.
We like to act as, as all newspapers, as sort of a watchdog, making sure that things are run correctly, because if they're not, and they should be changed. And we would like to bring about that change. If there is no changes to be had, it's because we are running a great school, and we like to show that in the paper.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I feel like that definitely kind of resonates with the Gordon ethos of pursuing, freedom within a framework of faith and being able to ask questions. Well, tell me maybe one or two of your favorite stories that either you wrote or maybe the newspaper ran this year.
Sure. One of the great ones in this last issue that we just put out, there was a senior who, Sam Winslow, who started his own shoe company, kind of like Tom's, except it's not, you don't pay for shoes and then someone else gets shoes. It's more of a company that you can donate to over time. And he's starting this company called Thirst Shoes. And when you buy shoes, you pick a place, and they're starting in Africa, where you can build a well.
Oh, wow.
So, he's a senior. He's already getting a startup company. He graduates in a few days, and here he is changing the world. And we wanted Gordon students to know that one of their own is doing something so great.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chris, for joining us, and thank you for the work that you do already, the Tartan, the work you're going to be doing next year at the Tartan. My final question to you before we say goodbye here is, if there are seniors who maybe they've written for their school newspaper, or maybe they didn't, but they want to write when they come here as freshmen for the Gordon Tartan, how can they get involved, even as freshmen?
We've had plenty of freshmen already involved this year, especially those who worked on their school newspaper in high schools. They've been a great asset to us. We love getting emails. We're working up an application to help students just get involved with us. But we get emails all the time. People want to write pieces. People want to write opinions. And if you're both reliable and you do the work well, we call you back often to write for us.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Well, I'm going to put the Tartan's contact information in the video, and if you guys have any questions for Chris, feel free to get in touch with him, and as always, you can get in touch with me. Thank you guys again for joining us, and thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you very much.
See you guys.